Yo, yo, hip hop heist, man. What up? We back at it with another reaction. Kendrick Lamar is quietly teasing his next album. Shout out to King Green and Toure on Rap Latte for bringing us this article for us to react to, man. We appreciate them. Make sure y'all go subscribe to them. Subscribe to us. We are Hip Hop Heist TV. And yeah, man, let's get right to it. Another reaction, man. Let's go.
Now, you have a theory that Kendrick Lamar is visually telling us that he's about to do another album?
That's what's going on around the internet, because we talked about that glove on his hand, or actually boxing tape on his hand, right? And people were like,
You're about to break it down. They have to subscribe to get the full Rap Latte experience. If you watch this show every day, please hook us up with a subscribe, maybe a comment, so you can hear more of Green's brilliance.
yes, thank you. Please do so. Now, let's get to Kendrick, where everybody clicked on this video for. Your boy Kendrick had this glove or boxing tape on his hand. He's drifting Chanel, right? Because that's who he's got a collaboration with. And his designer, Nazario, forgetting the person's first name, did this article in Vogue, and Vogue spoke to them about this outfit and saying that the first thing that Kendrick is always doing is storytelling, and he wants to visually tell stories. So that implies that the stylist was telling a story with this outfit. So what story is that? What story do you think he's telling? I'm asking you, Toure. No idea, huh?
Well, the suit suggests, sort of timeless class, elegance. I'm dressed to the nines, so maybe that's part of him being on top of the world.
Classic, I think, is even more important, because that's something that's said in the article. So I'm glad you caught that. In the article, he says that they wanted something that's a tuxedo and a classic look, like something that means timelessness, right?
Yeah. But also, we don't see it in the picture. He's got the afro pick in his hair. So he's still staying black. That afro pick in the hair was a big thing you saw in the 60s and the 70s. Very black. Very, very tied to the roots of the Black is Beautiful sort of movement, and moving from feeling bad about our nappy hair to feeling proud of our curly hair. So I get a boost of pride when I see that. Barely anybody does that, but niggas is like just keep the pick in the hair and then pick the hair out and put it right back in the hair. Love to see that. The chain, maybe is that a LA cultural thing?
You could see it as that way. I would put it in a space. Even the stance that he's in this photo, I would put it into that space.
Looks like a rosary. All right, man. Let's talk a little bit. Hit that like and subscribe real quick for me. We got some merch on the. Underneath this channel. Underneath this video, or on the channel store tab. But it looked like a rosary, man. Bro has the boxing glove wrap on his hands, like he just got done with the match, or he's gearing up for a match. And of course, he got the tuxedo. It's the Grammys. To me, I think it's going like older style, class, but I'll still whip your. You know what I mean? Like, we got the tux on, we got the bow tie, and but I got the, don't get it fooled. Like, he's like, we'll still go toe to toe, punch for punch, and that's what I believe they talking about. That the glove, the hand wrap, cause that's just tape, gauze and tape. You know what I mean? But if you see, it's wrapped up in that, in between the knuckles, and that symbolizes a boxing wrap. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, let's keep going, man. Hit that like and subscribe. We in it now.
As far as having the chain, and then the boxing tape is a reference to fighting, and it's not a covered boxing glove, so it's like prepared and ready to fight or retaliate. That's what I'm getting from the imagery. And when you take that and you put it with this other little nugget a brother found, this right here, this tweet interests me. Kendrick was wearing boxing tape at the Grammys. Hit a J3, Kendrick's boy, posted a pic of boxer Pernell Whitaker and said, "Message from the boogeyman." So that clip was Pernell Whitaker talking about how much he practices like countering and like fighting in general to be how good of a fighter he is, right? And he said that's message from the boogeyman. You know who the boogeyman is, right? And then Day Free posted a pic of Kendrick's fist wearing the boxing tape on his Instagram. And they do this. They breadcrumb things. Kendrick, I told you, is Marvel Cinematic Universe the rapper. Like, this is what he does, and he does these things on purpose. He put it in the video, Squabble Up, saying that everything has a purpose. He said, You people who are looking into things too much, you're not looking into things too much. We do this on purpose.
Right.
We try to make it fun for y'all. And a week ago, I would like to say, or a few weeks ago, Hit a J3 posted this right here.
It's those Easter eggs, you know, they're really good at that. Yeah, man, they're good at that. Let's see. Hit a J3 said, just so y'all know, that was something light the homie gave y'all. Kendrick is not done yet. This was, let's see, about 2 weeks ago now. So yeah, man, I feel like people are hinting, or you know, pondering on the thought, you know, conversing on the idea that there's another album, you know, almost like a B-side to G and X. So to me, that's exciting. You know what I mean? I'm here for when Kendrick dropped. Like it's a big moment. You know what I mean? So yeah, let's ride this one out. And yeah, let's see what Torre got to say.
This right here says,
so y'all know, that was something light the homie gave y'all. Kendrick is not done yet.
This is January 2020.
So niggas is telling us Kendrick got more to say. The fight is not over.
Not a week ago, man.
He's still in the fight. You think he's gonna drop another album or more Drake songs?
I think being in the fight can be is bigger than just Drake. I don't think that's I think this means more still putting out music, still being in the game. Like I'm not going to 100% disappear, which is what his fans would hope for. And a lot of people are saying that it's going to be more music coming out. And he posted this in 2025, my bad on that. But I think there's new music. I hope for new music. I always felt like that first one was like, I did this real quick, I put it out, and it got real big, so we're just going to let it live and go through it. I feel like he had more music and more to say. He even dropped a song.
There was somebody, maybe it was Soundwave, I can't really remember exactly who, but they was talking about, they sat down and did 100 records for GNX. You know, and there's 10 to 12 records on GNX. You know, that means there's 80-something records left. So definitely Kendrick is got something in the works. Remember the Untitled, Unmastered, Untitled? How'd it go? Levitate. Remember that? Levitate. Yeah, that was a record. Yeah, that whole thing, that whole project was just like kind of like throwaways or unfinished projects that he worked on. was that? That had to be around 2015, so that's probably To Pimp a Butterfly throwaways. Man. But yeah, man, let's keep going.
Dropped a clip of that one song and video before the album came out, and it wasn't on the album. And then he had an extra verse at the Super Bowl. So clearly he got music.
I mean, the holy grail, perhaps, is the other 5 joints, right? Because he indicated 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 5 in stock, right? So I got 10 joints about Drake.
I think that's GNX, though.
You think there were 5 Drake joints on GNX?
No, I think those beats and those songs were probably part of that pack, and then he made them GNX songs, and you know, convert and change it. I think that's what happened.
Maybe. I mean, I don't know. We know that
Yeah, we don't know.
he alluded to having 10 records about Drake, and I believe it was DJ Hood said, yes, in one session he made 10 records about Drake, right? Did you remember Hood said that?
DJ Head, by the way. I keep not correcting you. And people got on me for not correcting you. So
no, you should correct. You should correct me. Thank you. Is no disrespect. That's just, you know, that's just my eyes. I need my glasses to read. DJ Head said he made 10 joints about Drake in one day. So we heard 5. I mean, maybe it became GNX, but maybe it didn't. I would like to hear some of the other joints, just on a creative level, just on a historic level, of like, what else did you want to say? What else were you thinking about releasing?
Yeah, I would want to hear that, but I'm so done. Aren't you done? Let's say that possibly.
All right, am I done? Drake get dunked on. Is that a real question?
No, with that old perspective, because I feel like you're so far removed. Like Kendrick just did a world stadium tour, had all the highs in the world when it comes to being an artist or whatever, and was performing Not Like Us everywhere for like a victory lap of a year, right? Me as an artist, I would be done. The only thing that I would think of is if I had any tips, because if you really did have an insider on what Iceman was like and what he might be saying or how he's trying to come back with Iceman, maybe I would want to like retaliate with the project. The same way that people say that Jay-Z used to always drop something when Nas dropped, like forever. Maybe I would be that person. I'd be like, oh, you dropping? I'm dropping. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to let you exist without me out there.
I love that. And that's why I like having an artist on the show to talk about it as an artist. And I respect that.
Yeah.
As coming from a different perspective as a historian or a journalist or a person who's watching hip hop over time.
All right, let's see. The Grand National Tour was a co-headlining concert tour by American rapper Kendrick Lamar in support of his 6th studio album, GNX. It consisted of 47 shows spanning Europe, North America, Australia, South America. The tour commenced on April 19th, 2025 in Minneapolis, United States. So, bro, we're barely coming up on a year of Kendrick doing that. You know, this is like unprecedented what Kendrick Lamar is doing. I believe it grossed like the most ever. But let's keep going. Let's read some more of these stats and the origin of all this. The North American and European shows were co-headlined by American singer-songwriter SZA in support of Lana 2024, the deluxe reissue of her 2nd studio album, SOS. The Grand National Tour was the first all-stadium tour for SZA and Lamar. Lamar's sets included segments of Anita Baker songs, while SZA's contained segments of other artists' songs. The tour's opening acts were American DJ Mustard for the first stretch of the shows of the United States, Canada, and Europe. Argentinian duo Carrillo and Paco Amoroso for the Latin American shows, and American rappers Doechii and Schoolboy Q for alternate Australian shows. AZ Chike, Baby Keem, Doja Cat, Justin Bieber, Kate Renata, Lizzo, and Playboi Carti had appeared as guest performers. Oh, that's what's up. Oh, okay, yeah. So I didn't even know that. So he brought Chike out. He brought Keem, Doja Cat, Bieber, K Tronado with Super Hard, Lizzo, and Playboy Cardi, of course. Many reviewers praised the Grand National Tour for the stage design, Lamar and SZA's showmanship, and their synergy as a duo. Reviewers called the shows a visual spectacle and said that despite the creative differences between the pair, they were able to show how well they fit together. That's true. SZA and Kendrick Lamar, I mean, Kendrick Lamar is in his bag. He's not just a rapper, so he's a little different, but when you mix sometimes when you mix those two, it doesn't fit out right. But the way Kendrick creates his music, and SZA's able to take follow the lead from Kendrick. Like, she's even said it herself that bro is just a masterful genius inside the studio. You know what I mean? But let's get going. It says the Seattle show broke the record for the highest grossing hip hop concert, accumulating 14.8 million from 60,000 tickets sold. Wow. Damn, bro, that's a lot. A lot of money was made that tour. So yeah, Kendrick, I mean, this next one, I mean, what else? What's bigger than stadiums? Like countries? You just do one whole tour for each country, one whole show, and just yeah. No. I mean, that wouldn't work, but I guess you just do multiple, back to back to back to back. So shout out Kendrick and everybody involved on that. That's out of this world stuff. So yeah, let's keep going.
Even if the battle is actually over, right, and they never return to it again, I am curious, well, what else were you going to say? You know what I mean? Like, I come from the world of Prince, where he left behind a vault of stuff. Like, well, what else was he going to say? Purple Rain will never change in our minds. But yeah, would love to hear the other songs that you considered putting on Purple Rain, so we can say, like, oh, shit, yeah, those are the best, or this could have been on there, or this was just as good, or the others were not as good. So he made the right decision to cut them. I don't know.
Have you ever heard the original version of Thriller?
I don't think so.
It's called Starlight. So it's like Starlight, star so bright. The dumbest song I've ever heard in my life. Whoever decided to make Starlight into Thriller is a genius. Because that Starlight track it's the same Thriller song, but you guys need to YouTube it. It's on YouTube. I sometimes have no interest in hearing demos because they're bad ideas. But sometimes, just for the knowledge of it all, knowing that Starlight used to be Thriller, I like that as an insider because
I am curious as far as music history to seeing the progression from Starlight to Thriller. Right? Or like just what up you? I mean, if you didn't say, hey, I got 5 more records, then I'd be like, well, it is what it is. But you told us on the song that you have more. So what else were you going to say? Like, even if that comes out 10 years from now, and we can say,
nah, for real, that's it don't matter how long. If he was to put this out, 10 years from now, I mean, bruh, you got 5 more joints at Drake, bro. We want to hear him ASAP. We don't need to wait 10 years, but I understand what they're saying. You know what I mean? Shout out to them too, Rap Latte. Shout out to Torre and King Green. Yeah, man, we gonna get out of here. This Hip Hop Heist TV, you already know what it is. Hit that like and subscribe. Yeah, man, be happy, be healthy, do what you gotta do to survive, like Pac said. Also, be of service, help somebody out today. Feel like that's the real reason why we here on this earth, is to be of service. And yeah, man, with that being said, I'm gonna get out of here. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah, go get some merch, man. We got a sticker up there, $5.55 in the store tab. Also down below. Coffee mugs, t-shirts, all that. Puzzles, I believe. So yeah, man, it's unlimited, unstoppable. Let's get it. Hip Hop Heist TV. We out, man. Peace.